Yeousch!
Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jugs, and if you're watching this video, then you are interested in learning how to play the Scout class in Team Fortress 2. And this is going to be an in-depth series teaching you how to pub stomp at, a basic level, basic to intermediate level. I don't know all the most advanced tricks in the world, but the knowledge that I do know, or that I do possess, I will impart to you guys. But I cannot make a video of, just one video, one 10-minute video of the Scout and teach you everything you need to know about the class in order to be effective with him, because he is very complex, he is very difficult to master, and it's going to take a multitude of videos in order to teach you everything you need to know about him. But let's get into it. The most important thing to a Scout is the quality of his hat. And you'll find that the better your hat, the better your chances are of dominating a lobby. So if you're interested in performing at the best ability that you are able to perform at, then make sure you invest some time, some money into a very, very good hat. Acquire that any way you can. But the next most important thing to a Scout is his movement and his speed. Essentially his versatility. It's his double jump, it's his run speed, it's his ability to get out of situations where most other classes would be dead. It's what gives him the best matchups in the game. It's what lets you jump over a heavy's head and circle strafe him. It's what lets you circle strafe a sentry, something that I don't know how to do. It's what, lets you take advantage of the Scout completely. And a still Scout is a dead Scout. That is something that you're going to learn very quickly. If you are not moving all of the time, just constantly running in a circle or strafing whenever you're capturing a point, whatever, if you're not constantly moving, you're going to find that you're going to get easily backstabbed, you're going to get headshotted, you're going to get mowed down with other hit scan weapons, you're going to get splash damage, you're just going to get killed in any way that you possibly can. It will happen if you're not constantly moving. So you would think that the Scout's primary weapon is a scattergun. Well, like I mentioned before, it's his movement and his speed. That's really the most important thing to a Scout. It's what makes him that much of a powerhouse as a class. And if you really think about it, the Scout's scattergun is not, it's essentially a really good shotgun. It's not that much better than the stock shotgun that you get with every other class. I mean, it's better, it's definitely better, it's a lot better, but it's not that much better. So if you really think about it, that just shows you how much more important the Scout's movement is, that his primary weapon that allows him to be so effective isn't actually a rocket launcher, it's not a flamethrower, it's not a heavy machine gun, it's simply a shotgun. So why is the Scout's movement so important to him? Well, obviously his weapon isn't that great. He's a very squishy class with 125 health. His secondary isn't that great either. It's just simply a pistol, which every other class has. So what makes him special? It's his movement. It's the only thing that separates him from all the other classes. It's his ability to double jump and his ability to run really fast. That's what's going to let you flank enemies from the side or behind. It's what's going to let you run away from a fight, which is another important thing that we're probably going to talk about in the next commentary, in the next episode or installment of this series. It's what's going to let you get to that middle control point either first or right behind a demo man or a soldier that knows how to really rocket jump or sticky jump. And it's what makes you that big pain in the enemy's ass if you really play your cards right and use it to your full advantage. But at the same time, it's what makes the class difficult for you to master. It's very hard to aim while running at very high speeds, especially you realize this that much more so when you go up against another Scout and you're forced in the situation where if you're not strafing the entire time and making these very sharp stop and go movements, you're getting shot. And when you're making those very sharp stop and go movements, essentially strafing, it gets really hard to hit the enemy in conjunction with your movement and when you're going to stop and when you're going to go. And that's really what makes the class that difficult, is his speed. So how do you get better at this quality, this trait of the Scouts? Well, to be honest, there's no real shortcut with becoming better at familiarizing yourself with his movement speed. It's all about just continuing to play the game, as you'll find most of the qualities about the Scout are, although not all, and I will definitely go into detail about how to improve on other aspects of the Scout that aren't simply solved by playing the game repeatedly, but this is one of those things about the Scout that needs to just be constantly beat into your head. It's just all about knowing the maps and being able to backpedal in conjunction, you know, obviously being familiar with your movement speed and your double jump and all of that. It's what's going to let you backpedal while you're getting M1 by Pyro. It's what's going to let you do all of these things that make you a very powerful Scout, and that's really all there is to it. The only real shortcut that I can think of if you want to get better at the Scout's movement is to play other really fast-paced old school games like Quake, and that's really going to teach you how to fit through doors going like 100 miles per hour, and that's really the most difficult thing about the Scouts to learn, next to possibly aiming, and that's another thing we'll go into later. There are actual tips on that I can give you guys that will help you improve at that. But for now, that's all the advice I can give. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like the video, favorite, subscribe to see the next installments of this series, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out. This has been Jugs.
Yeousch!